Hello, hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mode Monday. Today we have Latin American housing, Tower Stalinka, and Madness Coal Plastic Power Plant. Many nice mods were released in the last 7 days. I'm recording this on Monday, on the day that it's being released. Usually I do it on Sunday, so we have around 50 mods, I think, 40 to 50 mods released in the last 7 days. So if you go and check out all of them, you're gonna find something nice for yourself. Let's get cracking. Latam Workers Houses 1 by Van Deco. Hello guys, there's a description about this. I'm gonna skip this because this is becoming a really nice set of housing units. There's many mods that Van Deco released in the last couple of months. You should go and check them out because they're absolutely beautiful. All of them are made without collisions, so you can tightly pack them, all of them. You're gonna have really nice time doing that. Also, they come with many skins, but these are the basic models I'm going to be demonstrating now in this pack. In gameplay, this consists of six small houses, 3 single-story houses for one family, and 3 two-story houses for 2 families. Houses 1 to 3, 4 workers, 1 large family, quality 86%. Houses 2 to 6 are for 8 workers, 2 large families, quality is 82%. Each house has 9 skins. You can download that separately, including the base one. Remember to download the skin mods. Yes, of course, you all enjoy. Now, this is perfect. This is outside of the current historical Soviet Union. This is a Latin American housing, which you can find in, let's say, places like Cuba, Venezuela, Colombia. There's a history where this, Brazil, Bolivia, they were listed on the list as well, but you need to go and check out the whole mod and description of it. Look at the details, look at the balconies, look at the lighting. Everything looks really nice. I really love the details on this. They're also made without collisions, like I mentioned, and you can pack them really close together. Now, what about the price of the housing? We can go all the way in back here, and there are 700. Bigger ones are 1,300. And you can see here, if you want to really tightly pack them, they can even share a wall, so you can really pack them close to each other. So yeah, this is absolutely stunning mod. And if you want to build yourself a dense housing project, especially in the shape of Latin American architecture, please go and check this mod in the link in the description of the video. Now, price wise, like I said, they are small houses. 1,300 is perfectly fine price for this, not a cheaty mod at all. Link in the description of the video. If you name something Stalinka, I will be like a fly on a manure truck. Tower Stalinka by Abelian Hike 852. Tower Stalinka from Yerevan, Armenia, accommodates 80 workers with 99% of living quality. Of course, should it be any less? 99% of legal. This is my favorite mod, this mod Monday. It's absolutely... There's several things that I like about this model. First of all, it's Stalinka. I think there are more higher quality buildings with more space inside. Then it's up to you how do you want to make it. But other than that, look at the beautiful details on the brickwork on the outside. Absolutely, I love this color, I really do. A lot of balconies, a lot of big windows, absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if they then had elevators in there or they were just this tall. I don't know about that. Abelian Hike, if you can, Mr. Abel, if you can comment in the comment section. These are probably chimney outlets or chimneys, smoke chimneys. Do we have anything else here? No. The other aspect is it has a small footprint. This is the point of the building, so you can accommodate more people on a smaller area. In this case, this one can house 80 people. Let's calculate that real quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 floors, 7 balconies are. How many people? That's 2 apartments, so we need 80 people, 40 apartments. That means we're gonna have to have at least 3 to 4 apartments per floor. 7 times, so we have 40 apartments divided by 7 floors. That would be 5 apartments per floor. That's interesting. That's a little bit a lot. I know that we have that many balconies. We have 6 balconies on each floor. I'm not sure if they should accommodate each one. It looks like it should be 4. So if it's 4 times 7, that would be 28. Times 2, that would be 56. 56 people. If this housed 56 people, I would be happy as well. Now it houses 80 people. What about the price of the building? Price of the building can be found here. It's 13,000 for 80 people. I think it's comparable with similar buildings here. This is 13,000 more, costs more than this building, which is similar in size and design, as you can see here. So it's definitely not a cheaty mod. And it's kind of similar to this. It does have a bigger capacity. But you can see here, this one has 75 people, and Stalinka is bigger than that, and Stalinka has 80 people. So if you compare it to vanilla one, if it had less population, like 56 people, like I said before, I would be extremely happy. But realism-wise, as you can see here, this smaller building, vanilla one, much smaller. Houses more or less same amount of people, so quite realistic in base game sense. Link in description of the video. Rob074, small police station. Enough said, let's move on. All jokes aside, small police station based on a real building. It's classic Rob's. He makes really beautiful models, and they come with skins as well, which we're gonna demonstrate. A small police station based on a real building in Częstochowa, Poland, employs 6 workers with basic education, 12 investigators, can be equipped with 3 vehicles. Now, the problem with these small, as you can see here, the different skin types that you can implement here. The problem with these small police stations is you really fast grow into them, and you need bigger ones sooner rather than later. At least this is a problem for me. This is really similar to the police station in my hometown. It was similar building like this. It has similar amount of floors as well. So kind of something that I'm going to be using a lot. Anyway, classic Robs. Do we need to check the price? Yeah, we can. It's a smaller one, so I would expect it will be a little bit cheaper. 13,500 if we go to the vanilla ones. Smaller one is 9,000, so absolutely not a cheaty mod. For more details, you have a link in the description of the video. Izhevsk panel high-rises by Comrade Joe. This mod contains residential high-rises buildings from Izhevsk that share many of its panel elements with the 1-467 series. It comes with a few different designs. The models are a bit heavy because of the balcony design, but it includes LOD to preserve game performance. The pack is kind of a silly mix of models and skins, which explain why overall I have it download. Houses 190 at 90%. So the house is 190 people at 90% quality, 1 pedestrian access point only. Footprint rather small, all skins but 1 are found in Izhevsk. All skills but 1 are found in Izhevsk. Okay, so I'm gonna start with first of all funny. First I'm gonna start with criticism. I'm not sure why this wasn't made in just the skins, because we get 7 different models, which kind of clog the construction options. It could be perfectly good reason for this, but usually people would put a building and then change to skins, because it would be taking a less space in the user interface. But other than that, this is the only criticism I have. To start with a positive, to switch to the positive side, yesterday evening, I'm recording this on Monday morning, yesterday evening I was looking through Izhevsk and the design of the buildings in the city there that were built during the Soviet times, and I actually saw similar buildings to this, maybe even the same one. I don't want to claim that, but maybe even the same one. Absolutely beautiful models, as you can see here, that even in the construction of these buildings, a lot of attention was taken by the decor and how they're actually constructed, which is really beautiful. Okay, I can see one reason why they're not skins but the different models. You can see that ornaments or outside features of the buildings are different. You can see here that these are mixed. You have these like holes that are switching from floors to floors. Here there are all parallel ones, and then you have here mixed going from left to right, these kind of facade thingies on the balconies. So there are different models, but still my criticism stands that it kind of clogs the amount of buildings that we have, even though it's for the good purpose of actually having a beautiful design buildings. Absolutely stunning work, usually like Comrade Joe does. I will go and just compare this to vanilla buildings. If we go to our models, it's 40,000 rubles. We don't have to compare it. Even the biggest buildings are around 20,000 rubles, which is the similar capacity to this. But here to confirm, 190 workers, 17,000 rubles, and this is 40,000. So not a cheaty mod at all. Tall buildings, small footprint, beautiful. Link in description of the video. So it all started me saying one too many times that exporting plastics is not viable because it takes more to produce plastics than actually you earn from exporting it, unless you're producing all the materials yourself, so then it's more next to free, and you will earn money exporting plastics. And one of you guys, in this case 18am, took it to heart, and forever I will be paying for saying these things. He created a plastic power plant that runs on burning plastics. So yes, this is really a power plant that burns plastic. Why? Because I once threatened Oolykee with one and decided to make a good on the threat. No, it's not supposed to be a good idea. No, you shouldn't use this. I mean, technically it works, but it's bad, really bad. It's a meme. For more memes like this, check out Oolykee's Gaming Discord server. Yeah, we have a lot of discussions on this, and I'm paying the brunt of the cost for this. Uses the vanilla brick factory model and textures, because why would I put a real work into such a stupid mod, am I right? Employs 18, consumes 3.2 tons of plastics per day, produces whopping 5.4 megawatts of power. The 327 megawatt hours per workday cause about 2/3 as much pollution as vanilla. What? Causes about 2/3 as much pollution as vanilla coal power plant. It shouldn't be more. That doesn't matter. For 1/5 of the power. Yeah, okay, it is like what, 1.3 times more, which is probably realistic. Which is worth about 1/10 of the value of the plastic you shovel into it. Use it at your own risk and don't breathe the smoke in. Yeah, so this is I noticed right away that it's based on a brick, loosely based on a brick factory, vanilla brick factory. We can actually check this one as well. So we would have for our construction materials brick factory. Yeah, it's a brick factory. So that produces electricity from plastic. So if you want to be our plastic man like 18am, you can actually use one of these beautiful models. What about the price? I'm pretty sure they should be kind of similar to the brick factory, 43,170. Actually should be even more, so we can criticize. No, it's actually less. It has to have a boiler room and stuff. Brick factory, I think it's much more simpler. So I don't know, it sounds quite cheaty, even though it's using expensive materials as a fuel. It's still cheaty because it's cheaper and it should have more complex power production thingies inside rather than just, you know, bricks. Anyway, for more details, link in description of the video. I hate you. Central Post and Telegraph Office by Abelian Hike 852. Central Post and Telegraph Office of Yerevan, Armenia, works as a secret police with 14 vehicles. Okay, good. First, you need to have a sandwich, shish sandwich. Positive thing, we have a mod here in Mod Monday by Abelian Hike. Negative thing, it's it has a big footprint. That's the only thing. Not per se. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Negative side. The only negative side I see about the building is that it does have a big footprint. So if you try to build it, you can see the building fits perfectly fine. But you can build it. The parking lots that you can see around can be inside other buildings, which nobody cares. You will have perfectly flat ground. The problem is that actually has a lot of leaking grass through the field, through the footprint. I would say maybe I'd make it big, so all the ground needs to be flattened before you put the post office, or actually I don't know. Probably because the way you can resolve this is you can put flat panels underneath there and the grass will disappear, but it will also follow the contours of the terrain. As you can see here, some of the asphalt is just bent, and that's the only criticism. On the positive side, the textures, the colors are absolutely great. This is a perfect representation of, I think it would be Armenian Soviet architecture. I think it was built in Soviet times. It's really, really beautiful. I'm quite impressed by the architecture of that time. Let's go and get us some cars to see how it looks like. We can go for a couple of American cars here. Let's go like this. Some mods, some Beetles, Volkswagens, and let's get some of these Soviet cars. So this is how it would look if you park the car. So it was like just thrown around. It's actually really nice. You can get rid of the grass if you put the if you put underground like this, and the grass will be gone. It will not affect the model itself. You can do a little bit better job than I did here, and it would have perfectly flat, perfectly nice grassless parking spaces. Absolutely beautiful building. What about the price of the building? Price of the building is 114,000. I believe that should be better or cheaper than any secret police that we have in the game. Let's go real quickly and check this. Courthouse, prison, secret police, 52,000. That's more than twice the price. So not a cheaty mod. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, but it's a pretty building. Link in description of the video. AI and department store Centrum / CDT. That would be two buildings that we have over here. Two department store Centrum based on Warsaw department store CTD, which was designed by Zbigniew Ignatowicz and Jerzy Romański. In the modernist style and built in early 1950s. Really? That's 1950s. That's really beautiful for 1950s. I thought it would be more beautiful. Let's stop there. There's a description of the construction of the buildings and the style and everything like that. The department store made by Robal for city skylines has been used in basis of creating this, although the 3D model and textures as well as the UV map were sometimes heavy, changed more, yada yada. All the details about how this was made, and this whole story is in a link in the description of the video. We're gonna go and check out the models. This is absolutely beautiful. Because you can see Centrum. I was there. And we have Centrum here in different colors. Again, I'm gonna say the same thing. Probably I would be wrong. I'm missing something. But why are they not just skins? But we actually have two different department stores. You can see here department store Centrum here. They are different prices as well. This one, the white one, has bigger capacity. 495. They both have the same amount of workers though. I am not really sure what is the difference between them. Heating water tank. One of them is smaller. Well, we can play around. We can put one against each other, and no, they look perfectly same. One of them is actually smaller. And cheaper, and has less capacity for workers, but it doesn't matter. They're absolutely beautiful. I like them. I'm gonna be using them. They have decent capacity. And let's check out the last thing that we need to check here is the price, 67,000. How does it compare to vanilla shopping center? So if we go to the shopping centers and go to vanilla big one, is 99,000. It's a little bit cheaper, I have to say. It is a little bit smaller, and the capacities are the same for the smaller one. So it's interesting. It's a little bit cheaper than I would. Well, it's more beautiful than vanilla, of course. What isn't? A little bit smaller, but quite cheaper. It's still quite expensive, but it's like two-thirds of the price. Anyway, take that as you wish. I'm gonna be using this model. Magnus Zeller and Dorozhny Unpopulated. Details for this map. I went to realism and aesthetics. I wanted bucolic scene with rolling grasslands for farms, crowded by some low mountains. The resources are slightly modified for the random placement with a little added coal to ensure proximity to critical locations. This is the vanilla unpopulated version of the Dorozhny populated map. Check that map out for if you're interested in challenging early starts. Please leave a comment if you have found any issues with the map, and I'll update it. Feel free to offer any suggestions or options as well. Right, okay, so there's two models of this map. This is unpopulated one. I wanted to show you this one because populated one requires like 100 mods to be installed as well, and unfortunately I didn't. Whoa, this is really beautiful. I didn't do it in this presentation. This is really nice. I kind of like this. Wow, this is Soviet and this is NATO right next to each other ish, relatively. Really beautiful. Anyway, let's talk about the map. Let's check out the map. There's a populated and unpopulated version. I'm gonna be showing you this unpopulated. Whoa, what the what's with this? So probably this is just so you can export to both NATO and Soviet ships, probably on both sides. I think we have one over here. I'm pretty sure that this is the reason why it's built like that. Where is it here? NATO and Soviet. Probably if you want to go, it's like the coastal waters or something, so the ships can recognize these different ones. Okay, we have a lot of canals, so if you want to build your Venice or Amsterdam, you can do it here. Okay, let's talk about the important stuff. That would be resources. They are kind of plentiful. So you can see coal here. You have quite few border crossings. Most of them are here. You will require a couple of bridges in order to make this work. You have a lot of coal here. You have a lot of iron, especially in the northwest and west. You have oil. Oil is plentiful as well. And you have the uranium ore, a couple of central locations, and bauxite is plentiful as well. So it's not going to be too challenging for you to start this map, but it's really beautiful design with all these canals all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to be playing on this map myself just to experience it a little bit more. I will say I really hope you enjoyed this Mod Monday. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, I have a description of the video. Happy Monday, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.